Hi, everyone. My name is Ed, and welcome to my channel. We are locked in for tonight, and we're looking forward to sharing our opinions and going over the night's events and everything that happened during the week. Let me start by introducing our panel. Panel, come on in. Let's introduce my co-host, Lisa. Lisa.
Hi, everybody. What a great episode.
D.
Welcome, everyone. Bonjour. What a week.
Let's go, Colleen.
Hello, fellow house guests. How have you all been?
Meow.
Meow. Hi, everyone. What a week, for real.
All right. Yeah, what a week indeed. That was a pretty decent episode, right? We ended up getting a battle of the block. We saw Adrian. Oh, first off, let me start off by saying that we do spoilers too. So we're not only just recapping the show, but we also mix in live feeds. We mix in X, Instagram, all of our socials. We mix in all of these little things to incorporate into our narratives, and we like to bring it to you. So let's get on with the Battle of the Block that we just saw on tonight's episode. Adrian, Amy, and Will found themselves competing in a puzzle game in order to come up with, who's going to save themselves off the block and who will then be subjected to being voted out. And I'm going to pass this on to, let's pass this on to D. D, I'm going to pass this on to you. Tell us who won the battle back on the battle blockbuster and how the vote went.
Well, it was between Adrian, Amy, and Will. It's a great puzzle. It was actually fair for everyone, by the way. It was won by Adrian. And when everybody came down and announced that Adrian won, everybody went close to Amy and started to hug her because they knew she was going home. So when the vote was announced, it was 13-0.
I want to chip in what you said about the competition. I actually got the feeling that it was very, very geared towards Adrian because of the run back and forth. Of course, a very short distance, but I do feel like Adrian had a bit of an advantage there. And we know from the very, very, very first HOH, when they were doing those puzzle bridges and stuff, that Adrian is really good at puzzles.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was production maybe making something that's a little geared towards him actually getting the win. That's how I see it, but I don't know.
You know what?
Disagrees.
You know what though? I definitely agree with that. But I also noticed that Amy wasn't that far behind him.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Went quick.
Yeah.
So production was probably shaking in their boots, going, "Oh my God, she's gonna win!"
Yes.
I've noticed that Will was doing it right. At one point, Will was doing it right.
Yeah.
He put the wrong piece in,
slow.
and that's when he got slow, and then he
Slow.
slowed down. And then Amy and Adrian were beside each other, so I was watching both of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was saying fair because they all knew what to do. It's just that one slowed down, got the wrong piece in, and one that probably was panicking too much. And Adrian focused by bringing all the things to it and puts it behind him so you could view from up top the puzzle. That's how you're supposed to do it. And Adrian did perfectly. And that's why you won.
Oh, yeah. I was panicked. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, come on, Adrian, you can pull this out. Come on. I was willing it for him.
Yeah, right. Well, speaking of the view from above, I also really liked how they showed us all three of them at the same time instead of panning back and forth. So that was nice.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have thought though that Adrian was favored going into this battle back or blockbuster, regardless of whatever the comp was? Wouldn't he have been considered the favorite going in?
Well,
I agree with you, Ed. I mean, I just feel like everyone kind of assumed that he probably had the best chance. Just, just based on, that probably Will being older, and then Amy probably not being the best at comps, although it's hard to say because there haven't been too many, right?
No,
So
not yet.
That's true.
I don't know.
Wait,
But people
variety.
assume Adrian would probably have an advantage, I would think.
Well, I mean, and he did, and he won it pretty handily. It looked like too. It didn't look like. I mean, Amy might have been in second, or I don't know. I mean, it was pretty close between Will
It
and
was
Amy.
close between the two. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looked like it was a
Yeah.
pretty much of a blowout. So when they come back into the house, they announce that Adrian wins. You can see the reactions from the house guests.
Oh,
A
yeah,
lot of
you can see
excitement.
Rachel.
Well, a lot of excitement from
Rachel was so
Zach
upset.
and some others. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
Colleen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it seemed to me they zoomed right in on Rachel's face the minute it was announced, and she was just like not happy. You could just see it in her face. She's thinking, "Oh, great." And then my other feeling, honestly, is when they all started voting. I mean, like I thought that it might be a little bit closer on the votes, like it might be a little bit split there. But I have a feeling, I feel like they all talked together before the vote, because for every one of them to vote the same, I just feel like they all kind of group discussioned it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they all must have talked about it first.
Yeah,
That's
like
just what
they
I
said,
think.
the 13-0. That was. I
Yeah,
expected at
like
least
she did.
one pity vote
Me
from
too.
Rachel.
Me too. So I'm not sure that was sort of a willing thing. I think it was just sort of a group consensus that they came up with. Like, let's just all,
Yeah.
vote this way. Let's just all be united.
You need like a week 2 freshness for that kind of a thing. So I think it really helped a unanimous vote this time around. But that was
Yeah.
so shocking. Rachel in the DR casting her vote, and we're all like, what?
First
Yeah,
vote in,
exactly.
and boom.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Lisa, particularly about Rachel and Amy. They were pretty close in the house. I mean, they were allied, right? Isn't that why Amy believes that she's been targeted at all? Is because of the Rachel affiliation, and then to have Rachel turn her back on that. Then, why do you think that is? What does Rachel have to lose in sticking with Amy throughout this, or even trying to rally troops to her side?
Honestly, I think it's the appearance of loyalty.
Okay,
Not to say anything bad,
Mhm.
but I think this early in the game, she's not going to completely stick her neck out for someone, but she also doesn't want to look like a jerk and just completely like, oh yeah, whatever, she can go. So she had to kind of find a
Mhm.
happy medium, and I think she's good at that.
okay,
Mhm,
me too.
mhm. I agree.
And I mean, when I saw the embrace between Ashley, Rachel, and Amy, I kind of that to me was enough of the rating on the wall to say that
Mm,
this is us telling you goodbye for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
Rachel knows she's got other allies. She can have another final 2 and
well, does this bring Ashley closer to her then, seeing that the three of them embraced
Oh,
and the three
yeah.
of them are going
I
on?
believe
Mhm.
Ashley wanted to be with her by herself,
Yeah,
I think
I
it,
think so
yeah.
too.
and it
Yeah.
showed tonight. That's what she was showing.
Yeah,
If
And
that's how
anybody
they
in the
ended
house
it.
doesn't
That's how they
see
ended
that,
the
I saw
episode.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, I think this brings a lot of people closer to Rachel. They think so anyway.
Yeah,
Right, right, right.
Jimmy
Because now
thinks
they'll
she's
see.
closer. Ava thinks she's closer. The girls
Because
think
now
they're
they'll see the
closer.
opportunity. They'll see the
Yeah.
opportunity that's there. Because it's like, okay, her bestie's gone. She's going to need a new bestie.
Yeah. Who's going to
That's
be her
true.
Cody? She needs a Cody.
And
Yeah.
ironically, that might be what saves her game, like a little in the long
Right?
run, because she's no longer like that big, scary target that everyone was worried about. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
No, I get that, and that's just very interesting because see, is this bringing people closer to Rachel, or are they perceiving it as Rachel is forced to become closer to them? Because even though she should get the respect of being a champion, I still think that she might be overlooked, maybe because she's 40 something in a house full of 20s, maybe because they just don't respect her game. I mean, she's an icon. You can't take that away from her, but maybe they're thinking they can use Rachel as a instrument or a tool as opposed to Rachel doing it to them.
Yeah, there will
Yeah.
definitely be some that are like, oh, okay, now she has no choice but to turn to me. Probably like Jimmy or others. So they're definitely gonna
Yeah,
say
I guess I had
that
Jimmy in
same
mind.
thing.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had Jimmy in mind when I was saying that.
I like
Oh,
to
that's
say
so
that
funny.
Rachel plays a much better game this time around.
Me
I
too.
like to see
Oh,
the
yeah.
I do
human in
too.
her, just the human in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She before she was like screaming, yelling, and using her boyfriend and her husband now. But the second time around, if Danny would have been in the house, she would have never won that competition. So if she would win this time, I would respect her even more.
So the
Yes.
big news was the blockbuster and Adrian getting himself off and Amy going home. Is there anything else about this episode that we want to dive into that caught your eye before we start talking about the week in review?
Um,
I want to
sure.
talk a little about how did we get here? Because at the beginning, it kind of felt like Amy what might make it like through another week, like win against
Yeah.
Okay.
other people
Yeah.
on the block. But then how because the two biggest targets kind of took themselves off the block, and Jimmy was like, "Oh, I think we do have the votes for Amy," but like in the end he didn't. Like how the house shifted away from saving Jimmy, blah, blah, Amy, and towards saving the other two. Because I feel like she might have even gone home against Adrian, and that is something.
But
Well,
what
I
I,
think
I was thinking,
I
what
believe
if,
that everything happened last night. Adrian was fighting so hard to stay, right?
yes,
Just in
that's
Yeah.
case
true.
he was asking, he was talking long conversation with everybody, try to
Hmm.
fight for his life, and
Yes.
he
He
was
was,
bringing Keanu was his number one. I'm gonna put him up and then get rid of him, and
Yeah.
yeah.
that was his main. And everybody was attracted to that, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
started to listen to his conversation all night long. And when he thought maybe I could just maybe go to just in case I'm against Will to see if I could
right.
stay. He was very close to get all the people to keep him against Will. So
Yeah.
that's a big improvement for
I think
Adrian.
so
I
too.
think he
Yeah.
scored big time. Right now, he's placed very well, and
Yes.
I think he's going to go far now.
I do too. I do too. And he came, and honestly, if it weren't for who's our comp beast, KC, right?
Yeah,
That he would have
Hmm.
won that one.
Mm-hmm.
He would have won that
exactly,
because he
exactly.
would have won that thing where they're wearing the flower pot together.
That
Oh,
hopping
If it
That
happens,
is
yeah.
why
you
they
won't
Griffin
know
need
hop.
it.
he could trust him to say, I'm going to wait the HOH and I'll keep you safe because
Yeah.
he already done that.
It'll
He
be
doesn't
so
have
so
to.
fun if he
Right.
gets the next HOH. That'll be so fun.
Yeah, if it's the
so
wall, he might have a chance.
so
Yeah.
none of you see this as a direct shot at Rachel then by taking
Oh,
out what was
Of
perceived to be
course,
her
of course.
biggest ally, Amy?
You don't
Ed, I
want her
do
to
have
have.
something to say. I do have something
Go
to say
ahead.
on that Rachel thing. No, I was just thinking that one of the things I was surprised about is unless I've missed, I mean, I haven't been watching all the live feeds, obviously. It's hard to keep up with those. But it didn't seem like Rachel was fighting that hard for Amy, was she? Do you guys think? Like I feel like she could have harder to get votes for Amy
I know
versus
she
just sort of
did
How
because
I
hard?
I feel
there,
like
there was a
I feel
fight.
like they
Remember?
succumbed. I feel like they succumbed as a group. Just like we'll all just group think on this and just I
She
don't
Yeah.
went
know.
to she went to talk to
Well, what made Willie so? What made
Lauren.
Will? What
She
made
talked
Will
to
so?
Laura. She talked to Lauren. She talked to ask her if she could talk to Catherine,
Okay.
right? And
I would.
Lauren was trying to deviate the conversation so she wouldn't have to go ask Catherine if she would vote to keep Amy, because Lauren was saying, "I'm going to vote with the House," but
Mhm.
the other one was trying to say, "No, she has the vote to stay in the House." I says, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't." And then Catherine said that she was going to vote against Amy, and then she says, "No, no, 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 no." And then that's when they cut off
The
the view,
feeds.
right? And
Mm.
Oh yeah,
feed
yeah.
because
Okay.
they don't want to see the fight going with her. They're
Well,
like Rachel would have
Lauren.
started all over, and then now, and then probably went upstairs to see what Catherine would say.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
Yeah.
the feet took away a good fight there. I'm pretty sure. I think Rachel would have went up the stair and find out that Catherine didn't say that. Then the person that did say that to them was Ashley.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
To add to the fight of like Rachel trying to advocate for Amy, though, at least last week she also was backed up by the other women. Like Mickey was advocating for her to stay,
Yeah.
Morgan, like all of these different subgroups. But I feel like this week they were like, no, we need to keep Will, so they didn't also advocate really for Amy, because if they want Will to stay, they don't want to give people a reason to for Amy to say if they both end up on the block, which is what happened in the end. So Rachel was definitely backing like other people to campaign with her, I think.
Yeah.
Was that the best move? Was getting rid of Amy the best move?
Funnily enough, I think it might be good in her game after that, because like we were saying, everybody will see her like, oh, now she's alone, so we can pick her up as a number
Right.
and then have her work
Absolutely.
for us, and so everyone's gonna be like fighting to get Rachel on their side.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Ashley's
everyone,
in
but
first place. She's in line already. You have to get behind
Mhm.
Ashley if you want to get to Rachel.
Yeah. Ashley and then
Exactly.
Ava, right? And Ava's the other one. I
Oh,
feel
well,
like.
mention that.
Jimmy's right up
Yeah,
there
someone has to
too.
talk about this because Rachel went to Ava straight out and say, "Can you be
Yeah.
my number one?"
Can you
And
be my
another
number
time
one?
that the feet caught off again.
That was
I'm
so
like,
funny
come
though.
on.
Ava's
But
reaction was
to tell you the truth, the
classic.
feet caught off a little bit at the beginning, so we don't know what the conversation was exactly about. All we heard is that she was talking. Is that good for you? You know, like it could be something else she was talking about, and so this is the end of the conversation. And then she asked her the question, "Will you be
Yeah, and
my number
Ava,
one?"
are you serious?
Yeah, because she was not even saying no. She's the I think she was really overwhelmed that she asked her.
Yeah,
So
she
that could
was so
happen.
excited.
Yeah. So to me, these two, if they stay away from each other, they're the best
Yeah.
group together.
Well, from what
That's the
I've
best
been
battle.
hearing on X, Ava's been standing Rachel ever since she got in the house. Really, right? She's so
Yeah, she's
beautiful.
been
She's
complimentary of her. She's been,
yes.
yeah,
I mean,
I can
that is
see it
very
happen.
wholesome, so I can totally see her doing that.
But
yeah,
they have to
right.
keep it as a secret. That's Amy and her was too much. You could see that they were together. Now,
Well, I could see
if they
Ashley
don't
and
talk,
Rachel.
yeah, I know. But
I
if
could
you
see
don't,
that too. That
but
was a big
if it's
display.
Ava and
Yep.
her, it works. If they don't show each other, that no one would believe that Ava's with her.
Yeah. But also Rachel and Jimmy. Okay, I know Jimmy thinks and whatever, but them two together have like a 50-50 love-hate relationship. They're like siblings.
Yes.
And they love jabbing each other. They love getting each other under each other's skin, but they also really get along. Like they do it and laugh together. So I mean,
Jimmy was
Jimmy's
the
good for
HOH.
her to have because Jimmy is a bigger target than her most of the time. So it's good for them to have each other as numbers.
It's because
I
Jimmy
agree.
and Rachel's a diva.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Jimmy was the HOH who put up Amy. Rachel has to see that that was a move that Jimmy made to bring Rachel closer, or at
Oh
least
yeah,
an
they
Yeah.
they
anyway.
spoke about that too a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
And I would say that even that move kind of plays into their love-hate relationship of
Yeah,
like, yes, we're
yeah.
allies, but at the same time, I can't stand you, and I see what you're doing, but at the same
Yeah.
time,
Like
like, we
other
just
friends.
vibe off each other.
Yeah.
It's very chaotic, and I'm all for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Same. So anyway, I heard a lot of talk about people. Let's talk about the weekend review then. Jimmy wins the HOH, and a lot of talk on Twitter, X, everything else is that he had a poor HOH.
Yeah.
Now,
They didn't like his HOH, but I just
No.
wanted to point out that the guy flushed 2 out of 3 powers. He
Mhm.
Yes.
True,
he,
true,
I
true.
he brought Rachel closer to him by what we just talked about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel is a former champion, somebody that you probably won on your side, at least in the early game anyway. And
Yeah.
he accomplished that. Now, yeah, did he accomplish getting out one of his main major targets? No, but he did.
But that wasn't his fault.
But if he got to be aligned with Rachel better, if that makes that bond tighter, or that makes them more reliant on each other, whatever, then that's goal accomplished, right? He wanted to get rid of the powers. He did. He wanted to, bring Rachel closer. He did. And he didn't get a lot of blood on his hands because Adrian might come after him, but what's Willie going to do? No offense.
Yeah.
Right.
What does anybody think about that?
X is saying they acknowledged that he's going to say that he flushed the powers and that he's setting up the next week's HOH. But everyone's saying that's a cop out. I completely disagree. I completely disagree. Completely disagree, but that's the word on the street. So it kind of just frustrates me because realistically, the 3 people he put up for he nominated in the first place didn't even end up the 2 that they were voting to evict.
Yeah,
So he had to nominate 5 people. It's only week 2.
Really
He's
hard.
already put a target on himself by arguing with people and then winning HOH.
He
then
took a major hit.
Yeah, so it's I get it because I'm like, just take them out. You don't even know these people. Take them out of the game now. But then when you're in there, it's a completely different perspective, of course. And you have to try to get as little blood on your hands as possible at this point. And another person's evicted and it wasn't you. So I'm not complaining.
Of course.
I like Jimmy. He's smart and he's fun. I like him.
He's a little snarky.
He is snarky and rude.
Yeah, he's a little
I
snarky.
do have to say though that
Yeah, I
it
like
felt
it.
like his renoms of Amy and Will. Obviously, no HOH wants to put so many people on the block because of course, the more people, the more blood. So I think part of the reason he put Will and Amy is because he was looking for targets that wouldn't be or would be very unlikely to retaliate in the week right after.
And we're the weakest links anyways, as they remember that show, The Weakest Link? You are the weakest link. So I thought he was going to for the weakest link situation.
Yeah.
So
okay, Colleen, 1 out of 10. Where was Jimmy's HOH? You rank it 1 out of 10.
Oh,
it's over now.
Considering it wasn't, it wasn't his fault that all these people had powers and stuff, and every time he tried to get out his target, they would get some special power,
Sure.
So that wasn't his fault. He had to adapt how the best he could adapt.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it I guess I'll give it a 6.
D?
I'll give it a 7 because he got rid of 2 powers. And I think he knew somehow these people had powers.
Meow?
I'll give him a 4. I'm being critical of Jimmy because the fact that Keanu had a power was in a way a coincidence. Jamie would have put Keanu up anyways, and if not for the power, Keanu would have likely gone home if he didn't save himself in the arena, of course, the blockbuster.
He false started.
And Kelly, well, because of her being a pawn last week, it was kind of also easy to put Kelly on the block, and the fact that she said that she had the power, so I feel like he maybe could have gone a little bit above and beyond. But Will and Amy as targets, I don't know. If he really, really, really wanted to, I don't know, make some waves or look around and be like, okay, who do I not want? Because he's been talking about not wanting the bros and kind of working a little with the women here and there. No one's talking about Zach, and that's driving me crazy, okay?
It's kind of weird, I'm not going to lie.
So part of me was just hoping that someone would put him up. Backdooring would have been the best. I mean, he has a power, so of course he would have taken himself off the block, but then he would be like, oh, see? I'm flashing all the powers. Or I don't know. I feel like it would have been a fun move. But
so that was a 4 for you, Meow?
4 for me.
What about you, Lisa?
I'd give it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, better. I'd say better than average, not terrible.
Yeah, so we got a 7, 2 6s, and a 4.
Oh,
I guess.
sorry. I want to add just one last little thing, that the nominations that he did was at the expense of the relationships that he already had in the house. Like we heard Mickey, Morgan,
Mm,
especially being like, "Yeah, we don't want Jimmy anymore," and
Oh
he will
yeah.
pretty much like getting on the
yeah.
bad side of like a lot of players by extension of the nominations that he did. So that's something to be seen on depending who wins. But I don't know how safe he is next week.
Well,
Yeah.
you mentioned a good point there because he kind of pulled Rachel in exchange for Mickey and Morgan, and that's not a good trade to me. Uh, I would have because Rachel's still going to have that target on her as being a former player, a former winner.
Yeah, but people want him to go more than they want her to go.
Okay, I mean, and that's why I'm still going to give him credit too. I'm probably going to get him right around a 6. Also, it's better than average. He did flush the powers, but Meow makes a good point in that he could have made some big. I mean, this guy's talking the talk.
Oh
He
yeah.
could
Oh
he
yeah.
could have he could have made the moves that he's talking about making, but instead he did play it safe, and he got probably the least amount of blood on his hands that he could get, putting up 5 people. I'm not going to
Yeah.
deny that either.
No.
And also, don't forget, it's not like everyone was standing around saying, "Come on, let's get out a big target. Let's get out a big target." Like he didn't really have anyone else
Yeah,
fueled
that's true.
that
I don't think
same
he did
way.
either. Yeah.
Because you have
Especially
to
when
think,
he brought up Rachel week 1, and everyone was like, "Well, I don't know. She's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like we
then
could
they
learn a
didn't
lot
want
from
to.
her."
Yeah, they
He's
didn't
like,
want to.
"Uh
So like,
oh."
what was he supposed to do? Yeah.
okay, so Jimmy's HOH reign is what dominated the week. What else did we find out happened this week in review that
Well,
came across? We had
the
original
veto.
nominations from Jimmy of Keanu, Kelly, and Adrian. And
Yeah.
I think Jimmy did a good job also in that HOH competition in not only winning the HOH, but also guarding one of the power
Yeah.
cauldrons, right? So that way he would know at least one of the 3 powers, originate. He would know who has one of the 3 powers by
Yeah.
guarding the cauldron. And I thought that
True,
was a pretty smart move.
Yeah. When he said it was
Yeah.
to Kelly, wasn't it? He's like, "Kelly,
It
Kelly,
was.
right here,
And,
Kelly.
and
Over
that's
this way."
and he knew exactly then that Kelly was going to be one of his targets. Not because well, partially I guess because she was already on the block the week before and has a hit list now, so he would get less blood that way. But
Well, that worked. Them two are
no,
snuggling on the
but it
hammock
worked
all week.
exactly. But not only did he do that, but he also flushed that same power, which was one of his goals to do, was to get rid of it ASAP. And he got 2 of them out of the way. Thankfully, Keanu won the other one because, like Meow said, he was going up anyway. It didn't matter if he won a power or not. He was going to be one of the 3.
Yeah.
It just so happened that they lucked out with getting that. 6 is still good. I mean, because even with those good things, it's it still could have been better, and it could have been what he was saying it was going to be instead of what it ended up being.
Yeah, and none of it was intentional. It just he rolled with the punches.
And then at the end result of it all, to see that Amy is the one that left, I'm underwhelmed. I didn't.
Yeah.
Every other person in the house is a bigger target than Amy. So
literally.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting Keanu, and Keanu invoked his power, and that was to bring in a former competitor to compete on his behalf alongside him, so that 2 people were essentially playing for the 1 power of veto for Keanu. And it was fantastic when the reveal came out. Meow, do you want to tell us who the reveal was for the contestant that helped Keanu?
Drum roll. Casey!
Casey, season 20 winner Casey comes out, challenge, champion. I think she won the challenge.
She did.
Legend.
So yeah, she's gonna, and not only that, but we looked it up, and Casey's almost 50 years old. She's damn near 50. 47
37.
years old.
She's 37.
How
And
37.
she's still going
Ed,
strong.
she's
That's
37.
amazing.
37 years
37.
old. 37. Not, you're going too far with that. 37.
But
Oh,
isn't she from like the 70s?
1978.
She's close
Yeah,
to my son's age. She's 37.
1978. I'm
that.
pretty sure that brings you to
Yeah,
to 40,
47.
78, 88.
It's
98.
87. She was
Or
born
no,
in 80. She's younger than, yeah. She's
Oh, that
87?
makes a lot more
I had
sense. Okay,
78.
okay.
See, Mark was in
I
89.
think
She's in 87.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
87 is definitely
87,
better than
okay.
78. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
Little
go.
dyslexia for you there, folks. So, okay, so
Yes,
that's
30,
much
yeah,
better then. Okay,
37.
so yeah, that's much
Okay.
better. Okay,
Yeah.
that
I was
makes
gonna
more
say
sense.
she looks
sense.
damn good for someone. She looks damn good
Because
for
I
someone
know she
almost
was
50.
I know she was a pro athlete, but damn, man, she smoked all of those people.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a good surprise to see Casey back on our Big Brother screens.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
liked it.
go ahead and
Yeah.
tell us
Best
about it.
part of the
Lisa.
show.
I loved how excited she was too to come on.
Yeah,
And
she was
poor
really
girl.
hyping Timo.
She came out
Keanu.
cheering like a champion in that flower pot costume.
So ridiculous.
It was so
And she
good.
kept-
It was,
And she kept saying, what did she kept saying? Oh, my boy, you know, my boy,
My
or,
boy
my
Keanu.
boy Keanu, my boy Keanu, he's gonna get this. Yeah,
I have to
I
have
love
this
that.
kid win. Yeah,
yeah,
that
this
was fun.
kid,
this
Yeah,
kid.
this kid,
said
this
that.
kid.
She
That's
kept
why I'm like,
saying this
dude,
kid.
you ain't that old. But then I
Yeah,
saw
she
it.
kept saying this kid, and I'm thinking, how old are you? I know.
57.
50. Yeah.
57.
Yeah.
I'm
Another guy
57
says he's
years old.
69.
69, baby, all day.
That's right.
In our defense, the math was right. The starting point was just.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All
At
right.
the end of that week,
So
you took
Casey
out
comes
2
in, she
powers.
wins the veto and bestows it upon Keanu, who saves himself from the block. He
Yeah.
is forced to put up a renom,
Yeah.
and he picks good old Amy. Not Will, not anyone else. It was Amy was the first one to go up instantly.
Yeah.
Do you
Mhm.
think that was the time when it was decided that she was going home?
I don't
No.
think so. I think it's when Will was the second nomination
Yeah,
because
that's
Mickey
Okay.
I think
and
you're
Morgan,
right.
especially Mickey, wants to keep Will. So they were
Yeah.
probably
Right.
campaigning strong for Amy to stay at the beginning
Okay.
Yeah.
until
I
Will
agree.
came up
I
as
agree with that.
well.
Yeah.
Anybody
I
else
gotta
agree
say,
with
I
me
gotta
now?
say something. The
Yeah.
veto was long-winded. Okay? Because he uses power, right? They all play the veto, and he comes back. He takes, you know, the person off, and he puts Amy over there, and then in the other one, Kelly gets up. Wait a minute.
Lots of interruptions, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I want to activate my power now. Oh boy, it's not over. And then that's it. They instead of playing over here, I thought they was gonna play right away, but no, they make you wait an extra time for her to play on her own. But everybody was watching to her scream. That's actually stressful for her, but she pulled it through. I
Yes,
give
she
it to
did.
her. You know, she did a good job.
She sure
And
did.
she put herself off the block again. So
Well,
more power
I
to
don't-
Kelly, you know.
I just wanted to say, speaking of Kelly, though, she absolutely flopped in that pot hopping contest.
Well,
She was dead awful in that. I don't even know what
She was
she was
dead on
doing.
arrival.
Yeah, that was awful. I was like, that's got to be Ava, and it wasn't.
It wasn't yet.
No.
She even did better. Well,
so after she pulled herself out, then Jimmy decided, oh, I'm going to put Will up there. And I'm like, wow. I thought he was going to put Ashley because he talked about Ashley the night before, but he decided to put Will. I'm like, whoa, dude. He had a chance to get rid of Ashley right there and then, but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that would have
Oh,
been the
you don't-
smarter move. That would have been the
No,
smarter
you
move.
don't think
You're right,
Ashley
Gene.
would have beat Adrian in that puzzle to get herself off the blockbuster?
Yeah, I think that's what Jimmy
Maybe.
wanted to avoid. He was afraid she would come
Me
after
too.
him.
And Ashley would and could.
I
Oh,
still
she
yeah.
would. She would.
Oh yeah, she'd have
And could.
been a great
It's
competitor
not
at
just that
that
she
for
would,
sure.
that she can.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
After
that
all that stuff, and
yeah.
then some people were going to talk to each other, which I never noticed that Vince was always talking to the guys on the side. He ended up talking with Keanu and Riley, and they formed this new alliance named the Unexpendable.
Yeah.
So basically, Vince has been through the entire house and then talking to everybody. So Morgan noticed that today and started telling everybody, this kid goes around everywhere. He's friend to everybody. So we know his game. So I think Vince is gonna have a trouble in a few weeks.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be hard for him to get through this game.
yeah, if he sticks with Morgan, well, I don't know how to say that properly, but if he kind of shows her he is more loyal to that group, because they made a group too. Like Morgan doesn't mind; she wants to work with Vince and Zach, and likes Mickey as like a fourth member. Use
Yeah.
this alliance for numbers for now. Stay close to Jimmy, but he has to be the first to go. Like she had a whole plan about this. She went back and forth between Amy and Adrian. Like that was a struggle for Morgan too. If that was the end vote, Amy keeping Amy or Adrian.
Yeah.
So I don't
So
know. Morgan was like,
what was her justification in Adrian?
um,
Was he willing to
the-
work with her or something?
well, I think they did have a talk, but you know what? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe someone who's watching back can help us in the comments.
Yeah.
I still think they would have kept
Never
Will
thought of
over
it.
Adrian.
Me too.
But with Amy was
Me too,
definitely unsure.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, I can't. Can't find it in my brain right now.
He always comes close when it's any comp of any kind. He's always right in the thick of it. You know, second, third. You know, he's obviously. You know, they might even regret. You know, now that he's still in there. Who knows?
Well, he's having like really happy, friendly conversations with everybody.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
they were
hopefully
trying to
it
get him
works.
his good books when they realized, like, oh, he's probably going to win this BB Blockbuster and
Because
stay.
honestly, that when he gets HOH, and he will at some point, when he gets HOH, whenever it is, everyone's gonna want to be his best friend, right? Because
So
he'll be the guy to get close to.
Yeah.
talking about Jimmy's HOH, basically he got his closest triple threat, Mickey and Morgan, to
Okay.
not trust him because they didn't even talk together about what they're going to put up and everything. He just made his own
Yeah.
decision, did not involve them. So now they're talking about involving Ashley, bringing Ashley in and some other people.
Yeah.
So to make it a strong one and maybe think about getting rid of Jimmy down the line.
Yeah.
So his HOH has really cost him a lot.
But you gave him a 7.
Not about that. I gave him a 7 because he got rid of the powers.
Okay. And that was a big move. That was what he said he wanted to do.
Yeah, I know,
More
but
so than take out
if you actually let your triple threat, was your close ally, help you find who goes on the block, it would have been better for him.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't his close ally the one with the third power that they didn't tell him they had? Right.
Well, it's hard to tell someone if you want to go later on. Let's say if you want to do this later on, less people you give the information to, better it's going to happen for her. Now, there's already, I'm going to let you on something that I heard Adrian say.
Okay.
He asked Morgan if Mickey had the power.
Yes.
And she said no.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows she's lying. So Adrian is there to play, bro. He's there to play. That kid's quick.
There have been rumors about Mickey, partly because Zach was kind of like around when she got the
Yeah, yeah,
power,
yeah.
Right?
and also because like people were like by process of elimination, like couldn't be Ava, couldn't be Amy, Ava because of the afraid in the dark thing.
So I don't know how this is gonna work.
Just
I don't know if the other people are allowed to listen to ask a question. Like, let's say if the person who's a HOH and she says, I'm gonna take over, but he doesn't know who that person is. I don't know if they're allowed to ask questions to the other ones.
There is
Who
an
do you think
interrogation
it
phase.
is?
I think that they said that it was going to be 3 minutes with every
Yep.
like house guest,
Mhm.
like an interrogation, so that they can try to suss out who is the secret HOH, the HOH usurper.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to ask is to see if they're allowed to ask the person itself, who do you think it is? Because if
Probably.
it's Zach, he could tell this person, oh, it's Mickey.
I
You
believe
know?
it is.
So hopefully
Yeah,
for
I think
her,
they've already talked about
I
that.
guess I would probably use
yeah,
a strategy though of Morgan, who doesn't have the power, trying to kind of almost pretend like she's slipping up and to reveal that she does have the power. So
Mhm.
that way, when they go to accuse, they'll say Morgan because she's kind of tipping her hand, and it'll turn
that's
out that it
true.
just
It
isn't
would make
true.
sense.
That would be a
Mhm.
pretty decent,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you have to fill in somebody in order to play that along with you,
Yes,
unless
Yeah.
somebody's just
definitely.
playing so poorly that they're just kind of doing that on their own.
Yeah.
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 Very true.
Yeah.
Can we
So
just talk about that HOH comp for one more second?
let's
Mm, of
yeah, let's
course.
keep going.
Speaking of when Meow said Ava being scared of the dark, like I love her so much.
Oh, she's
Yes,
great.
She's
She
great.
took
true.
like 3 steps and like, yeah, I'm
Me
sitting out. And
too.
she's just chilling on the bench, watching
Yeah,
everybody else, not watching, while everybody else is floating around
watching.
her. She chit chats with them, and then right at the end, she like gets up, takes a few more steps to pretend she's doing something. Oh my god! Like Ed, remember you
America's
just
favorite player, you
I don't know
guys.
if you guys
AFP.
remember when Ed had me in stitches with his prediction of how Ava would, compete
Oh yeah, that's right. In the pressure cooker. Yeah, she would
in the
perform very
pressure
well, I
cooker.
think.
That's
Oh
kind of
my
what it
gosh,
reminded me
yes.
of.
I
It's just
love
I'm
it.
like,
I would
fuck
love it
that.
if they
I'm sitting
did that
right
one. I
here.
would love to see it. Oh, she's a riot. I love this girl.
Oh, amazing.
So
Yeah.
fun.
She's hysterical.
Okay,
There's
so that's
also during sorry to go back to that competition, there was Mickey like when she got it, she started celebrating and dancing around. I'm like, she's in the dark.
Yeah.
What if she hits someone?
Yeah, that's true.
That's great. That's great
Yeah.
stuff.
That would
Zach
have
knows
been.
it's her, and they've talked about it. They've already, a lot of people are suspicious that she's the mystery HOH,
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
or that she has a power. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mark is gonna have to
That's
help
for
her
sure.
out. Someone has to help her out to take the suspicion from her,
yeah.
and this will work.
Oh, they can
That
just
Yeah.
blame it on Riley again.
reminds me, oh God, no!
well.
I
Let's
don't.
talk
I don't
about
want him to
some of the
use the B word.
relationships in the
Let's
house.
calm down on the boy. I don't want him to use the B word this way. I
No.
want him to calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
He's
seems
used the
to
B
be
word, and he's gonna lay off the B word for this week.
Yeah, he better.
Yeah.
I think Ava has Carol Burnett potential.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could totally
definitely.
see her being picked up for some comedy show. Oh, I could picture it. I totally could picture
So you
it.
guys, you want to take a bet who's the person the mystery guest next week or tomorrow? I should
Oh,
say.
yeah. Let's chat.
Huh. I feel like I'm not gonna be very helpful because I don't know a lot of past Big Brother players, so probably you
Actually,
guys
Peter
know
on.
better.
Well, Big Brother put
Yeah.
out that
Well,
spoiler saying, giving
Peter
us
on.
hints, right? Big Brother CBS
Oh,
tweeted,
right.
I think
That's
it was
correct.
on X or Instagram, I can't remember, but they put out that clue page where it says they're used to, or they're not a stranger to live TV.
Mm-hmm.
They love the game. They're a super fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so people did say, I saw people guessing Taryn from RHAP.
That would be amazing. I would
But
love to see
then,
Turan officially
Me
there.
too.
right? That would be so cool for him. But then there's also I just saw recently Bobby Moynihan, because he actually is a huge fan. He was on Celebrity Big Brother too, and was on SNL, Saturday Night Live, so he's not a stranger to live TV either.
That'd be good.
Mm.
Which,
Or
I mean,
could
it would be
be
cool to see him
Jerry
again, but as like,
O'Connell again.
or Jerry O'Connell. But see, the thing
Yeah.
is, for me, whenever Big Brother shoots for these like milestone things, they don't really celebrate it as much as they could. Like, I love this Rachel coming into the house, and I love this Casey coming in for the veto, and Felicia in the veto comp too.
Oh, I love
Shout
Mama
out to
Faye in there.
Felicia. That was actually so
That was
fun.
great.
Right?
And she did
Yeah,
her
the Mama
job
Tree
so
comp. That was great.
well. She
Oh,
did
I
her
But
bet she was
then-
having the time of her
so
life recording that.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
And so it would kind of be like a
always
womp
say
womp
her-
for me if we saw Bobby
was
Moynihan,
fantastic.
even though he's
Reaper.
cool.
What about Jolene?
Reaper.
Ah,
getting- I'm
say
getting
that.
cream puffs
Jolene.
and carrots and
Colleen, what did
things
you
that-
No,
think?
Jolene.
Colleen, what
Not
did you think about what Dee just said?
Jolene.
Oh yeah. Well, we were thinking too. I mean, it might not be, but it'd be fun if it would be Jolene.
Oh, if it's her,
Oh,
I want to
gosh.
laugh my ass off.
I would
Yeah,
love that.
she's a
So
comedian.
funny.
Come on.
Oh my
Mhm.
I
god,
want
she's
it
gonna
to
make
be
a
Jolene. Oh my god, you guys, I want it to be her. She would just be fantastic doing something like that. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
so
Really
great.
be very fun.
Is she up to date on her
Tehran-
lives?
Well, if Tehran goes in there, there's gonna be screaming online everywhere. It's gonna be
Yeah.
the
that
guys
too.
are not gonna stop talking all night. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
gonna be busy, 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 busy.
Yeah.
You.
Because
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
That's for
Any
sure.
other
would love to have him
speculation?
in the house. Hmm?
For me personally, no. I can't even think of who else it would be. Oh, also Bobby Moynihan is a friend of Derek Levasseur.
Well, see, all those coincidences line up.
Well, that's
They
interesting.
do.
That could mean something. Yeah.
I know it's not casino night, but you guys want to throw some bets on that?
Oh, we could.
We can take a moment if somebody wants to speculate on who the mystery celebrity is.
Oh no, we don't have to. It's okay.
He kind of said that he was a guy by accident.
Oh,
Did you notice that?
Oh, they dropped a hint.
He said
I
the
missed
word
it.
E. And then
I
he
missed it.
he correct himself.
Oh dear.
So I
missed
think
that.
it's a guy. So if it is the pot can guys, oh dear God, Josh.
oh,
Yeah,
Josh.
could be the guy doing the
Oh,
clanking the
I
pans.
will have a headache.
Well, I wouldn't imagine it's a former player, though. Would you?
Well, I don't know. They said super fan.
Well,
So-
he is a super fan.
A
But wasn't
celebrity
Josh
that
a
publicly
super
just
fan?
loves Big
Right.
Brother? I don't know.
We'll
Who
see.
knows?
Interesting.
I know that on season 7, Neil Patrick Harris came to visit Dr. Will in the Big Brother house.
Oh, what's the red hair lady?
So cool, yeah.
Oh, and
Kathy
not only that,
Griffin,
but
she was in the house.
oh, and Tori Spelling came in to see what's his name, the
Oh, I remember that. I
Spelling.
remember when Tori
Yeah.
Spelling was on. Yes,
he
I
was
remember that.
he was a Tori Spelling super fan. We talk
That's
about him all
correct.
the time. He was on season 15, I think.
Oh my
Right,
goodness.
right. Yeah, and I remember that too.
Yeah, but I don't
So it's
remember
got
his
to be
name right
somebody
now.
like that. It's got to be
Rock and roll.
status. Yeah.
Yeah, he was some kind of biker dude, but he was a big Tori Spelling fan. Anyway,
Yes.
so they've all been on the show before. Anyway, I don't want to. I'm not going to gamble on that. There's
Yeah,
too
me
many
either.
too many celebrities in the
There's
world.
too many possibilities. Yeah, it's too many possibilities.
Yeah, way too many.
Yeah.
I don't even know a lot of them, so it would be a blind guess for sure.
Yeah.
We can do
No,
like an
people
informal
either-
one, just like throwing names in the wind and see what sticks.
Right?
If anyone in our audience though has a suggestion, then of
Oh
course,
yeah, leave it in the comments.
yeah, you can leave it in the comments, and we'll try to get a bet in before it's revealed.
So are you guys already speculating, even though it's early on, who might become America's favorite player? I mean, we've already said one it could be.
Well, I'm still worried about who's going to be the next HOH.
Well, that's it. I'm rooting for
That's a
Adrian.
good
I think it'll be
question.
Adrian or I think it's gonna be Adrian or Ava, possibly. Could be Rachel. Rachel's gonna be wanting to so bad.
I
What
think
about
so.
Keanu?
I think
Do you think
Keanu
he-
wants it.
I don't think it'll be Keanu though. I just don't think it'll be him. But we'll see.
I think he is so high on himself that he he already thinks he's the champion.
That's possible though. Yeah.
And
It'll
who
be
does Keanu?
interesting.
Who does,
Zach.
speaking of allies and relationships, though, who does Keanu see as an ally, or does he have any?
Keanu could see Adrian as an ally. He was getting close with Zach for a while. They were having this like alliance enemy thing going on.
Didn't Adrian said he was
Sort of
Keanu was gonna
Well, Keanu was dragging Zach around in the dark,
Yeah.
trying to find a power.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah,
also
probably
hanging
Zach.
around a little around Vince, and Kelly says she
Vince,
trusts
that's right.
him. So there's that too.
Mhm.
Does
Yeah.
anyone know where
Sad
Riley
times.
stands?
Oh, Riley.
Well, Riley
Like,
stands
is
with
he a
Catherine.
piano? Oh, yeah.
Riley stands with Catherine. Whatever Catherine's doing, Riley's there. He's riding
There
that
was like an
train.
awkward
Well,
back
the only thing
hug.
we've seen from Riley is he voted against Zay in favor of Amy,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
voted Amy out the following week.
Right.
Oh, but I have to mention something. You guys, just because it's fresh in my mind from tonight, and that is, I think a couple of us noticed this, but when Catherine went to vote tonight, did you all notice how she gave a shout out to Riley's mom, saying "Happy birthday, Riley's mom"?
I
Now
did.
you typically don't do something like that unless you're fairly close to the other person, I think.
Like
don't
not
know, but I
until
just
week
think-
3 at least.
You know what I mean? Yeah, not so early on. I was just kind
Yeah,
of
at least
shocked by
17
that.
days.
I was shocked by that. I really didn't think Catherine was that in him, but maybe he's warming up. I don't know. I would even do that to make nice with him.
I think maybe she was just trying to earn
Saying that,
Rhino pounds with Riley to keep him like under her.
Yeah, but the thing of
spell.
it is,
Yeah, but he wouldn't know.
Because they aren't seeing what you're doing in
You're
DR.
roboting out.
They aren't seeing that.
Oh
The
yeah.
audience is seeing it, but he's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
Anyway, might be a hint of something. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really see something going
That
there,
would be
but it
interesting.
would be very like
I know I didn't
surprising,
originally
to
either,
say
but
the least.
now, but now I'm starting to think, and maybe even if for no other reason, kind of like you said, Meow, just to maybe get farther ahead or something. She might be,
Yeah.
warming up to him or making him think she's warming up to him. Who knows?
My headcanon is that like she decided, like she did it, and then she was like, "Wait a minute, I didn't have to. I could have just told him I did." And she thought about it too
Right?
late.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just method acting now.
Yeah, right? Exactly right. That's fair.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about some of the relationships in the house.
Yeah.
Who's tight?
Yeah,
What are the factions that are forming, and is the house going to split?
Well, I think it's taking a little bit more shape than it was the week before. Like we can obviously Mickey and Morgan are like a ride or die duo. They're
Yeah.
trying to build their own side of the house, keeping Jimmy Little at arm's length, and that's like the first person that they're ready to just let go of.
Mhm.
They're working with.
Yeah, who
They're
do
trying to
they
work with Ashley.
Zach is
They
with
want
that group.
Ashley.
Yeah,
Zach
they
is
want to
with
bring in
Morgan
Ashley
Morgan and
and Vince.
Vince. Yeah.
Zach
Vince,
and Vince.
Morgan, and Zach are a thing or grouping, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I haven't
Something
seen
like
enough
are
to
that.
do
the guys still a thing? Even though Zay's gone, are the guys
I
They're
don't
still
think
trying.
so.
burger
They
boys?
they say they are, but honestly, Ed, I don't think they are. I just don't think they're all that loyal to each other. The
It's a
guys.
nothing burger. You know,
Ah,
burger
nothing
boys.
burger.
Nothing burger boys.
Oh, perfect. That was great, Meow. I loved it. That was perfect. Yeah, it's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
It's no more burger boys. It's a nothing burger boys.
Well, maybe it depends on how this next HOH goes. If they end up being like in a position where they need
In
each other,
power
they might
again.
stick together
Yeah.
because they actually get along. So I can see it working. That's the other thing this
Mhm.
season. Like, I don't know. I like this cast, you guys.
I do too.
And I think
All in
they like
all,
each
I
other for the
definitely
most
do.
part.
I do too. I'm just not. I just wasn't thrilled. I know people are gonna hate me. I wasn't thrilled that Rachel was the BB person they brought in, but here we are.
No.
I mean, but she's shown to be pretty capable, though, despite
Yeah, that's
maybe
true. You're right.
initial moans and groans. I think that she still, is bringing it for the most part.
Well, there was a
But what
little
is
tiny hiccup recently with her and Keanu
Okay.
Yeah.
when
yeah,
he was
yes.
chit-chatting with her and brought up how,
Oh,
and remember your most memorable moments. And he
yeah,
was bringing up those ones that we all remember and that made
yeah.
her
Yeah.
iconic. But apparently she kind of,
She
her
didn't like
back
it.
started standing up a little bit and saying like, oh, you're doing this on purpose. You're bringing this up on purpose to attack me. You're trying
And
to
he
like,
wasn't doing that.
okay, there's a lot of
He
controversy around
was.
that, right?
There's a lot of speculation, yeah.
Right. And
Okay.
because also a part that everybody's kind of neglecting to mention is that he said, well, they showed us a highlight reel of you before we came in here.
Right.
It was in the I'm just
Right.
talking about what was in the highlight reel.
Highlight
So
reel,
obviously
which makes sense to me.
I don't think he knew she was going to react like that or take it
I
personally.
agree. I didn't think so either.
I don't think so. I'm not saying he's completely innocent because he said
I'm
some
not
crazy
either.
stuff, right?
I mean, the things that he brought up, like, weren't they hurtful? Like,
Yeah,
They were, but
like
those
both
were
times that like people are
photos grab the
insulting
light.
her, like
They
putting
were
her down in a way, and then he's
right.
like,
But if
"Oh, that was
same bike.
funny," and like
but if
not thinking that
production
for her it was not like I don't know, it was
for
definitely
sure.
insensitive at the very least.
But if you think
Yeah.
about all her, like what would be on her highlight reels, that would be it. And it's also odd that Big Brother, they usually give people or the house guests and sequester like certain seasons to watch, like a couple of the more recent seasons to watch for those, especially who aren't familiar with the game, like the recruits. So they also included this clip or whatever, sorry, this clip collection of Rachel, and they don't know she's going to be in there. I don't know if they showed a clip reel of anybody else that's played before, but it was odd that production decided to show that. So it was fresh on his mind. He's like, yeah, I know you. We just watched these clips about you.
Say
I
something.
got some juicy news, guys.
Okay.
I know who it is. Okay, I'm gonna use your to see if you have a memory. Kathy Griffin was in the season of La Vassar.
Oh, Kathy
No
Griffin. Yeah.
way.
She was there. She was doing the Zimbot episode.
Oh, the Zingbot.
And
Yeah.
he knows it very well because it was the time that his season that he played.
Did she? Oh.
Oh yeah, she played. She plays in reality stuff. She plays all kinds, all over the place. That woman's a comedian. That
Oh,
woman's
I
a
know that.
comedian.
I know that. Did she do live, like live theater, live?
Yeah,
I
she
guess
was in that
stand
show.
up?
Nice.
She was part of the Zimbot. You know
Yeah,
Zimbot?
but when they say like they're no stranger to live TV.
Yeah, she participated in the news as well.
Oh yeah,
Live
she
TV
would
is
be a
news,
live
right?
TV person. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
she does
true.
live church. She does live TV.
Oh well, that would be a.
I said, what's that red hair? And I'm like, what's her name
I know
again?
what you're thinking, Lisa.
No, well, she was already on the show as
Oh,
like a
dude, is it
highlight.
Julie Chen Moonves herself?
I would love
You
that.
never know.
Julie Chen versus Julie Chen Moonves. Exactly. I prefer Julie Chen.
I'm just
I
saying,
hope
super
there.
fan,
That would be
fly
really
on the
cool.
wall,
That'd be
no
great.
stranger to live TV.
Right. There you go.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
could
she
be
was a
her. I
super
wouldn't
fan
doubt it,
before.
man. Could be her.
I hope it's Taryn.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah,
In
that'd
a
be
way,
great.
yeah. That would be great for TV, though.
Well, someone that would really get everyone excited about the quarter of a
Well, you
century
deserve it.
anniversary.
I
Oh,
think he deserves
absolutely.
it.
Especially for
The
like the
guy
fans,
deserves
because like
it.
he's just so central to so many of these daily discussions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
He
and
deserves it.
he picks things apart so well. I would love to have him in the episode, but
He just wrote a book about Big Brother.
yeah,
Yeah,
I did? I didn't even realize. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
we're gonna have it soon.
yep, got us a copy.
That's funny. That'd be good.
So, you guys have anything to say extra about any players, or you cannot wait to see tomorrow what the guest is gonna be?
I'm looking forward to tomorrow's episode of
Me
Unlocked
too.
or whatever.
Me too.
I'm
I
not
just
ready.
have to know who the HOH is
I hope
already.
they show, honestly, guys, I hope they show some of the part where Catherine or Adrian was teaching Catherine to play chess. 'Cause it was just it was a really odd situation. Like Catherine was, I don't know. Adrian, I thought was being, pretty nice and decent, and at first, he said he's indicating he's gonna, I guess she had indicated she wanted to learn to play chess or something. So he's like, okay, you want to do that now? And she says something like, oh, I'm pacing. I'm pacing right now. I'm going to be pacing back and forth for the next 5 minutes or something. And Adrian's like, oh, okay. And then a few minutes after that, she's like, okay, let's go now. He's like, okay. And so then
that
he's
was
trying to teach her stuff. And she's just like, well, you're just going to win anyway. And he's like, yeah, but just if you just do what I'm telling, the rook does this and the knight does that and the bishop does that. And she's like, well, you're just going to win anyway. And it's like, okay, well, did you want to learn or did you not want to learn?
Yeah, like chess is all about
oddest-
experience.
It was the oddest situation. And I thought Adrian handled himself so well because I'd have just gone off. Like, okay, forget it. Goodbye. But Adrian was just like, Adrian was so patient, It was it was cute.
He's a
And
sweet
I'm thinking,
kid. What can I say?
yeah, he really is a sweet kid.
Isn't he the
I love
youngest
him.
male in the house?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I
I
think.
would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that's pretty good maturity for a young person. Is the point of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I mean,
You
go ahead.
No, I was going to switch over. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that like Adrian, like he's there for his family. Like I don't know, the fact
the
that
right
he
reasons.
probably helps
Oh,
around
yeah.
a lot brings to his maturity.
Oh, I know. I hope
So-
he did well.
Yeah,
There's
and-
also
and-
another, we were talking before last episode about Morgan and Zach and their potential.
oh,
Actually,
show
the
me.
last couple
Yeah.
episodes we mentioned them. But also on the live feeds, Ava and Jimmy also noticed them.
Oh,
Morgan and
Oh.
Zach were in the middle of a hug. And Ava asked Jimmy, like, do you think they'd ever get together? And Jimmy's like, never, no. And they're still hugging, and And Ava goes, well, that's a pretty long hug. And he's like, yeah, that's a long hug. And of course,
No,
Ava has
sorry.
to top it off with, well, it probably could happen. You're stuck in here for 3 months. You're lonely and horny. So she kills me. But yeah, so other people are starting to notice that there's something going on between them.
That could maybe not be so good for Morgan, especially in the Morgan Mickey.
Yeah.
That either puts a target on their backs or it unites them to stand a solid front against all comers, right?
Target.
True.
Target. I
Could
think it's
be,
Target.
but with Zach not really being anyone's target right now, that could be an unnecessary eye his direction.
Yeah, he
If
needs to stay
Morgan, if
away.
Morgan were to, if Morgan were to do this with Zach, would Mickey still want to be a third with them,
She
or
might
Mickey
maybe
not
would
want
want
bring in a
to.
fourth?
she would want to have her other pair. She would want her ride or
Yeah,
die, right? So she would have to
I
choose
agree.
somebody, which could be an Ashley, which could be even a, oh my goodness, her name Rachel,
Rachel.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
could
makes
be.
sense.
Yeah. Because Rachel will likely stay a bigger target ahead of Mickey,
For
just by the
sure.
fact that she's a returnee.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
Exactly.
and I could see the four of them working together, no problem.
they were having nice conversations,
Mm-hmm.
commiserations between
Yeah.
Mickey, Morgan, Rachel. So I can definitely see there a connection and potential for working together.
Oh
Now
yeah.
I know on Saturday we placed our bets for who we thought was going to win the HOH. Now, aside from that, though, and seeing tonight's episode, who would you like, regardless of who you're betting on, who would you like to see win the HOH, and who do you think will win the HOH? Lisa, you go first.
Oh gosh. Okay. I still stick to that, like Keanu's all over himself right now. So I think he would want to, and I think he's capable to an extent, depending on what it is.
Keanu,
Um
yeah, that would be a lot of drama in the house too, right?
Oh,
That
for
would, I mean, he's
sure.
definitely going after Jimmy and whoever else, and now maybe Rachel. Why not?
right?
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
Um, that is a good question. I want to say Kelly just because I want to see her try to but I feel like others, like those around her, would kind of maybe dictate her HOH. So,
Oh yeah.
Mm,
it's a tough choice. Maybe Rachel would be fun. I would love to see her go after, actually go after, people that have to be put it out the door, like Zach. Like, why is nobody looking at Zach? He's in such a good position, but I don't know. I would like a Rachel HOH.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen. D.
Oh, wait, let me put her back. I
Yes.
think we lost her. There it
Who would you
is.
like to see as HOH, and who do you think will win the HOH?
I think Rachel's gonna win the HOH, and
Yeah,
if
but who
it's
would
Okay.
the
you like
wall,
to win?
I would like to win.
Yes.
Who?
Lauren.
Oh,
Oh,
I want to see what she could do.
what
She
would,
wins
yeah.
an HOH.
What would she do with an HOH?
that is a good
Well, we would
question.
see other people show up together, like as Catherine was actually be in a room with her, and who else that they are with, because you don't see them that much. I want to see who they are with in the house. I know that they're talking to Zach,
Yeah.
you know,
I know.
and
Listen, I gotta say, I took some notes about Lauren, and one word I wrote next to it is game smart. She kind of, I'm not saying she's a genius or a, puppet master, but she has a pretty good read on the groups happening in the house.
Hmm.
Good.
And she completely has a divide and calls one side Rachel's side. And she
Okay.
knows and acknowledges she wants to remove numbers from Rachel's side, but she still kind of wants to not play the middle, but stay in the middle. She's on nobody's bad side right now.
I
yeah,
guess what
she's
my question would be to you then is who is Rachel's side? Because if that's not enough people, they could have kept Amy.
I know, I know. I don't know what it
well. The
was.
way she looked, she expressed it. She says the girl's side, including Jimmy, and the other side was the guy's side, including Ava, which is so
Well,
funny the way she
including Kelly.
described it. Now
Kelly.
Kelly,
Yeah.
sorry, Kelly. And I started laughing because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm
We have
sorry, and I had
the Queen Jimmy, and we have Kelly on that side. It's like,
So who
okay,
was it again? It was Rachel for you, and who would you like to see win?
Oh, she's.
me?
Yes,
yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, I would love to see Rachel win because there'll be some drama in the house.
No, but she said
Oh,
Lauren because
Yeah,
she would like to
Lauren.
I
see
said
Lauren.
what she
Lauren.
does.
The one I would like to win is Lauren. But if
Okay.
it's Rachel, Rachel's gonna show her true color to some people,
I think we miss Colleen
or she
because
might use it to her advantage.
Okay. Okay. Colleen, are you there yet?
Yeah, yes. So I'm
Okay.
thinking who will win next? I'm gonna guess Zach, but
I
who
hope
I
not.
probably want it to be is Adrian. I think it'll be Zach or Adrian. Long shot Ava. Obviously, I know Ava doesn't seem like she's gonna do much, but I think in the right comp, Ava could excel. So I'll go with
Oh,
Zach, Adrian second. I mean, yeah, Adrian second, Ava third.
what would
okay.
you like to see out of a Zach HOH?
Oh, I would like Adrian to get it.
No, I mean, if Zach wins the HOH, Colleen, who do you think he'll put up? Who will he go after?
Oh, who would he put up? Now that's interesting because I don't think he's gonna want to make enemies.
I don't think he
He
wants
might.
to win.
I don't think he wants to win either.
I don't think he wants to win.
Yeah,
He might,
doesn't
but he
need to
could.
right
But
now.
but here's the thing: some people don't want to win, but they end up winning sort of from default. Like it depends what the
Sure.
contest
Oh, yeah.
is.
Right?
Like
No,
they
you're
don't mean to
absolutely right.
win. Oh, that's happened a lot, but they don't really mean to win. Like they want to be good, not too good, and that's sometimes hard to do depending on the comp.
Or one of those crapshoot comps where it's like,
Well, those are the
Yeah.
ones that are tough to throw because you can still win it.
yeah.
Right. It's hard to
Yeah.
calculate throwing it sometimes. Sometimes it's not easy as all that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Gosh, I don't know who would Zach put up. I don't even know. I know I don't think he wants to make any enemies at this point. So it'd be whoever the least. I mean, he might just throw up Keanu again, right? Or somebody that's been up there before. Or well, I don't know. Would he go against a buddy? I don't know.
Well, whatever happened, we'll she'll see you next week. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's the fall.
Or in
Like
one more
yesterday.
hour on the live feeds.
yeah, so I guess with my HOH, I would like to see
Yep.
probably, I guess Keanu. I'd like to see him just to go after Jimmy and whoever else he would go after, just
Yeah.
because it'll cause more drama and excitement in the house.
It'll
Yeah.
cause a lot of chaos.
Rachel would be the same way, which is why I voted for her. But I gambled the most chips though on Ashley's HOH. I think that Ashley would win
Interesting.
the
Very good.
HOH, and I think that she would go after everybody who made fun of her shower time, and anybody who
She would put Catherine no second thoughts, I feel like.
Catherine.
Yeah, with
okay,
Lauren.
I don't care. See, but
And
that's just
Zach.
Catherine can go. It don't matter to me. She ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing
me
for
either.
Wow,
me.
it matters
Yeah,
to
me
you.
either.
My pick.
I don't think
She
Drew
gives
would
me
be,
nothing.
yeah.
I get more from the wallpaper. It's
Hey,
The person who I'd like to see on the block, honestly, doesn't look like anybody will, but the person I'd like to see on the block is Riley. I'm just not a fan.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
really a fan
He can
of
go
his
too,
either.
honestly. He's yeah.
He's definitely
know
not
if anyone
essential
would
to
do that.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm not. I
Maybe
mean,
like
he's
a
not
role
terrible
or-
or nothing, but I'm not a
He's a-
fan either. He could go
Yeah, I'm
for
not
all
a
I care.
fan.
he's
I've
gotta
got
play
about
the,
6 or 8
he's gotta
people
wake
that
up and play the game and stop loving
Yeah.
Lauren so much.
people I like, and
Yeah.
the other 6 or 8, I don't. Or
Yeah.
not don't. But
I'm the
I'm
same.
neutral too. Neutral.
Right,
Yeah,
neutral.
So okay, so that's a speculation
that's
for the HOH. What else do we have to talk about? What else is going on that you want to get off your chests regarding Big Brother 27 up to this point?
I thought of one last thing to add to you. The what will happen in Keanu HOH. Like this
Okay,
week,
yeah.
he kind of openly, pretty much stated like that he's gonna go against pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not barring anyone almost. So I feel like if he wins HOH, Yeah, it's open season for him. Like he can nominate anyone, and like no one will bat an eye because he made himself to be like this antagonist to pretty much everyone. Like he embraces the role to an extent. So
That's
yeah, if
true.
he
That's gonna
plays
be
it well, he could make big moves. But whether he actually does,
Oh,
Now,
it's gonna
big
definitely make for some
big moves in that
strange
week.
campaigning.
I
Yeah,
wanted to.
big moves in that week. But would he be able to set himself up going forward, Colleen?
Oh yeah, no. What I was gonna say is, I was thinking
Oh,
ahead. I don't. Have we discussed this or not yet? No, I mean, like, what do you guys think the next comp? Like, do you think the wall comp is going to be next, or do you not think so?
I don't
Because some
think
people
it's.
are
I
speculating on
don't
that.
think so.
I
I,
think not
Okay.
yet.
I think it's like 10 players maybe.
Because I think
Yeah,
Keanu would
10, 11,
have a good
12.
chance if it was
Yeah.
that one. If it was wall comp, Keanu might have a good chance at that. But I don't know.
I think he would have a good grip until they start tilting him over.
Right, or
And
splashing the
spraying
extra
him.
water.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Oh, that's tricky.
It's going to be interesting depending on what the next comp is.
Sorry, Ed, what were you asking about?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's
I
okay.
can't remember.
We'll move on to something else. Go ahead and
Sorry,
keep
Ed.
it going, though. No, keep
Okay.
it going, please.
Well, no, I was thinking that every time you said Keanu, I was like, oh, you know, the one that he would probably excel at. Like if they were trying to gear like for a Keanu HOH win, they could throw that out there, you know, like sooner
Yeah.
rather than later. If they were trying to gear stuff, I don't know, but
What comps would favor which players? Actually, that's a good question.
Vince would
Like,
be
what
good.
type of
Vince
comp
would
would
be
they
good at
like
the
to
wall one.
do?
I think Vince would be good at the wall one too, though. I think Vince would be good at it. I don't know why. I just think he would. Because of the skateboard thing, he's got good balance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Skateboarders have great balance.
I remember Dee was mentioning Lauren, I think. She would do well in a wall comp.
Yeah, her too.
Morgan too, probably.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
so too.
I
I
don't
also
think she
think
would want to
Adrian would
win
do
it
well on the
though.
wall.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't want to. I know.
Well, given that the
I know.
wall is still probably likely weeks ahead of us, like we don't know what the state of the house is going to be then.
But to
So
answer your question,
Right, man.
Meow, I would think that it would be a question type competition that would favor the
Oh, yeah,
majority
it
of
could be.
people.
Me too, because they haven't
Mental
done a
comp.
trivia yet.
And that would give the most people the most chance of winning, right? Because everyone would be on a. Well, I mean, I guess you still
Well,
have to
no.
be. You still have to have mental capacity, but you know, they think people believe that those mental competitions are an equalizer versus the physical competitions.
Yeah.
I don't because I think that physical people can be dumb and dumb people can or smart people can lack physicality. So
And they can be both.
yeah, and so it's a disadvantage either way you go for whoever's involved. But the ones that would probably make the most sense as far as equity goes is questions based on the other house guests because nobody knows anybody going in, and it's up to you to basically you had 17 days. It's up to you to get to know the people in the house. Nobody's stopping you from doing that, and then just asking questions about the house guests would be the most equitable I can come up with, unless
let's
it's one of the
definitely
dumb
check on people's memory and like social, like how actually invested are you in like building relationships with these people to know them well enough to answer.
Yeah, Riley.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really the greatest at noticing changes and like I'm not really the greatest
Same, honestly.
at noticing things. So if people ask me that kind of stuff, I'm like, oh my god, I swear it's not because I don't care about you. It's like I'm not good at that.
Oh yeah, no details.
Well, it was a great episode, guys.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good episode. I mean, we got our person eliminated, and we have an HOH competition that should be happening now if it hasn't already ended.
That's right.
I'm not active to see if there's any news on that at the moment, but I'm going to take a peek.
Nothing yet over here, Ed.
Okay. So so here's something I am looking at though. While I was looking at that, I see a picture of Amy in the exit interviews with the mastermind.
Yep.
What did you all think about that exchange with the mastermind talking to Amy
Oh,
and
his
her
goodbye
reaction to it
message.
I
and
was
her
so
reaction
cool.
to it?
That was such a jump scare. I mean, it was like unexpected. Like, whoa, what are you doing there?
I just thought it was funny. It was
I
so
was
funny.
kind of I was just kind of looking at her reaction to it. Like she wasn't paying it any kind of mind. She didn't like it was all a joke to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, so that was kind of weird.
Funny
I
that she
don't know
didn't
what
tell that, like on her way out, or did she?
she didn't say anything about being the accomplice to anyone that I know of. But she was doing some, she was in there a long time after she got evicted. So, that she
Leaving
could have
like
been
goodbye
whispering.
messages.
She could have been whispering in a lot of ears
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
way
that's
out.
very true. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that was
Amy, that was
interesting.
something. So, any other thoughts or speculations about the week that passed? Anything going forward? We already talked about who we think the HOH will be and the direction that will take the House in, depending upon who wins. We evaluated Jimmy's HOH that just ended.
Yeah.
I believe the scores were 7, 6, 6, and 4. Yeah, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6, 6, 6, and 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We wanted to talk about the relationships
Mm-hmm.
that people were having in the house, and that was something else I was asking too. There's small factions, but is there a side? Because like you had mentioned earlier, there's a Rachel's side or a girl's side or a guy's side. Is there a side, or are they just small factions?
There's definitely beginnings of sides, but still needs something a little more concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure there is a definitive one,
Not
This
yet. There's
group is
too many
hard to
people in the
figure.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many people in the
Okay,
middle.
so
They
who
could
do
Or
go
we? So
either way.
intertwined, I'll say.
who do we have in the middle then? Who isn't committed?
I feel like
Lauren for
Catherine.
sure.
I feel like Catherine's in the middle. I feel like Mickey's in the middle.
Oh,
I don't know.
really?
So I think she's a middle
Because I
person.
see Mickey and Morgan as being together, and I
I
see
know.
Catherine and Lauren as being
But
together.
I think
I mean,
think
they are
Mickey
on
could
one side,
go
but they
either way.
play the middle to an extent. So I agree with
Yeah.
Colleen that the perception in the house is that Mickey's kind of in the middle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
even
although,
though we know better.
yeah.
All right, that sounds good. Then I guess we'll wrap it up then.
Well,
Well, that was
we'll
good.
see.
I enjoyed it. That was fun.
You mind if I make a couple plugs here, Ed?
Oh, let's
Yes, you may
all do
make
our
some
sign
plugs.
offs then. Sure. Let's hear some plugs from each of you. Lisa, please start us off with the plugs.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks you guys for coming together to chat. And if anyone does want to know who won the HOH when the feeds come back in about, at midnight, less than an hour, you can check out our social medias, locked_RTV on X and lockedinRTV on Instagram, and reach out to us in an email if you feel like it, lockedinrealitytv@gmail.com. Thanks again. It was so much fun, guys. We'll talk on Saturday.
Very
All
fun
right.
indeed. Thank you for having us, Ed, and everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meow, D, Lisa,
Have a good
Colleen. Anyone else
Yep.
have anything to say? Plugs?
No?
That's
Well,
it for me.
Okay, fantastic. Well, it was good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Tune in Saturday when we go into the casino with the points that we've accumulated and make some more bets. Maybe get some comments from our audience to see what kind of bets they'd like us to make in the casino. And then we'll, go over some more of the events that between now and Saturday while
Sounds
we're
great.
making those bets.
Sounds
Mhm.
great.
You all have a good night, and
Thank
thanks
you,
for
Ed.
joining us, everybody. Say good night.
Good
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 night.
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 Good night. Bye.